your profession as a teacher or as a computers or whatever, okay. So you have to bring all this into your practice of bodhicitta. Yeah? Then only it will be very big practice. If you just wait till evening meditation or morning prayer, and all the other times are not for practice, then we are wasting a big amount of money, amount of time, see. Therefore I'm saying that as soon as you wake up, say that, okay, I'm so happy that I'm alive. Okay, now I have one fresh day in my hand. So I will try to use this in the best way. And best way, okay? And then apply those 3 points which I explained. And on top of this, there are many other things you can do. Okay? Your eye can be used in a meaningful way. Your nose can be used in a meaningful way. Your tongue can be used in a meaningful way. If you use your tongue, criticizing others, bullying others, abusing words, then you are using your tongue in the wrong way. Telling lie, saying some piercing words, harsh words, and using wrong. You are using your tongue in a very wrong way. Wrong. And better not to have this tongue. This will not say stupid. No, this will not say stupid, you see. By having this tongue, it has to have some meaning, you see. This is within us. You don't have to pay extra money. You don't have to go other place. This is just within us. Now, do you think in this way? Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then every sense organs, okay, organs used in a very meaningful way. This belongs to you. This belongs to you. Okay, whatever this sense organ does, it's done by you, not done by someone else. It's done by you. If you did good things, you have done good things. If these things did bad things, you have done bad things. So to use these things in a very sensible and meaningful way. Now I don't want to say more because you're already advanced. There's another one.
Enlightened, not advanced.
Huh?
Enlightened, not advanced.
What?
Enlightened, not advanced. Kidding.
Oh, yes. I know you are already enlightened, yes. I came to know yesterday. 1 o'clock. It was exactly 1 o'clock. Just big light coming. Then I checked, oh, who is enlightened? And then I came to know, hello.
I'm down.
Huh?
I'm down.
No. You yourself announced that you are enlightened. My main point is what? We have eye, ear, nose, tongue, and the body. So don't misuse. Don't misuse, okay? Use it for the benefit of everybody. Whether you are called as Bodhisattva or not, okay? You are really doing good. Some people can do a lot of bad things with the eye, see? Whew. Then this is useless. This is the instrument to earn bad karma, you see. Doing some harmful things. Lastly, whether I'm saying this, I'm right or wrong, I don't know. Yeah. So we have to take care of our own greed. We have to take care of our own greed. Okay? Means we try to be contented. Try to be contented. Okay? I'm carrying a very heavy suitcase. So now I'm teaching you, try to be contented. If you carry heavy suitcase, it's okay. No, joking, this is joking. So try to be contented, okay? For the sake of yourself, you try to make yourself totally contented whatever you have. If you have a lot, still you have to build contentment, okay? There are so many people who are very, very rich, but they don't have any contentment. Still very hungry, very hungry. I know, okay, some rich people, so corrupted, and taking those money, which are about to go into the person who are very, very hungry and very, very cold, no shelter, they're taking from that money. Oh, very bad feeling, very bad feeling. Almost we are getting angry. They have no compassion. They have so much, but still they want to take from this. Somebody giving and they are taking from there. So this is all what? Lack of contentment, and what? Greed. That I have many examples. Okay? I have many examples because I have been doing quite a lot of things there, and I encounter so many things. If someone is like this, then talking about compassion, bodhicitta, and then achieving enlightenment for the sake of all sentient beings is bogus. It's bogus. At least this has to be maintained, you see. Try to be contented. Okay? For the sake of yourself, you try to content it. Don't make so much noise. But for the welfare of others, then you can try. Yes? Your intelligence, your education, your knowledge, your skill. Before I talked about I and all this, okay? Now I'm talking about your knowledge, your skill, your education has to be used maximum for the benefit of others. It should be. Don't make any excuse, okay? When it comes to other sentient beings, you have to try. You have to try, okay? So contentment to reduce greed, and this is, I think, very important practice for the people who are practicing bodhicitta and trying to practice 6 perfections and trying to practice mind training. So then just appeal, okay, just appeal, and you can ask some question afterwards. This is my appeal. I feel very, very afraid. I feel really so afraid that this planet, what we have, I think this will be destroyed by greed. Greed, okay? Greed. No contentment. All greed, okay? Taking. destroying. So I think we really have to put some effort. Every one of us has to put some effort to make some contribution, make positive contribution to this, okay? Try not to let everybody destroy this and try to help them to be more contented, you see. Of course, we are a small group. I'm little Geshe, and we should not ignore. We should not ignore. Still, we should not say that we can't. Oh, stop now! Just give up. Don't give up. Go on trying. Go on speaking. Okay, I will speak this to everywhere wherever I go. We have to save this planet. This is the only home for us, for every sentient being on this planet. So important. I was crying once. I really cried a lot when there was a group of people who went to a mountain in Nepal. And then, of course, they enjoyed the mountain. They went to Horapani, Pun Hill, and then they saw all the mountain from the Pun Hill. It's a huge range of mountain. By seeing this, they were really overwhelmed. They overwhelmed and they were all crying. All were crying just by seeing the mountain. And then I asked them, okay, we reviewed, reflect, and then I asked this question: did you see the same mountain as I saw when I was crossing this mountain? They said yes. And I showed some photos, okay? I showed some photos which were taken, camera which were not so efficient as today, taken in 60s, okay, or early 60s. At that time, today's camera was not existing. But the photos taken by those cameras are much, much clearer, blue, white, everything. So clear. But the photo taken today, very high quality cameras, not so clear at these mountains, you see. Sky, blue, not clear, okay, low, isn't it? Low. Mountains are not so white as before. And then that means we destroyed a lot. At least we saw at least a mountain, you see, which is very elegant, which we have never seen before. They didn't see before, which was good. But our next generation or next generation, will they enjoy? Will they enjoy, you see? Now, everywhere, all the snows are melting. Recently, two of my friends went to see polar bear in polar bear, and they were really shocked how the polar bears are surviving. Okay. So, therefore, this is my appeal. Okay, every one of you. Today I met one ecologist. We talked a little bit here, and so everyone has to try. Have to make some noise, you see. Okay, and even it's a very small noise, just make it. Okay? 2 together, 3 together, 4 together, 5 together, 7 together, 8 together. Okay, and then make your contribution, you see, mentally, or socially, or if possible economically. Just make your contribution to make this planet better, because we are talking about all sentient being. we are thinking of achieving enlightenment for the sake of all sentient being. But then if we keep quiet, destroying the only planet we have home, and this is also not very, it is not so matching well, okay? So this is my appeal, and the last appeal is just, of course, I can say in the evening also, after lunch, I can say, maybe not now, but just, if you have some questions, please.
How do you explain to the Western mind what is a deity?
Huh?
How do you define for a Western mind what is a deity?
What deity?
Deity. What is a deity? How do you define? Do you explain what is a deity?
To the Western mind or?
To every mind. So to stupid mind like me.
Yeah, deity, the term deity
And,
is not really 100% good translation. There's no other term, you see, there's no other term. I had a little discussion with one of my friends who was a very good translator, Abdullah. So time to time we discuss, okay? And they also invite me, sometimes they also invite me when they are giving translators training, and they also invited me several times to say my view of translation, what problem we face, the terms we use in Tibetan and in English, and so I try to see. Once I was talking only about contamination. What is in Tibetan term, what is the contamination? And then if we use contamination, do they get the same meaning as we have in Tibetan Sarje? Do they get the same meaning? No, no, very far. But there's no other term than contamination. So we have to redefine the term contamination taken from the meaning from the Tibetan term Sarje. Sarme, okay, Sarje, Sarme. So that was, I think I gave maybe about 1 hour lecture talk. In Buddhism, okay, when it comes to like Buddhism, and then Tibetan language is rich. I think very rich, okay, to explain any types of subtle things. I think it's very, very rich. And then English is not so rich as Tibetan. I think slowly, slowly it will pick up. It will pick up, yeah, yeah.
When we say for a deity, when we say a divine being, is it similar?
No. No. Now this being, okay, divine is also different. From our side, we don't have any divine, which is in divine in Christian or any, okay, they divine. That divine is not existing in us. So therefore, the divine existing in deity, existing in divine, is not existing. For us, it is not existing. Yeah.
In being?
Huh?
In being?
Divine being is not existing.
No, but the
being is existing. Yes.
Where?
Huh?
Where?
Where?
Doing?
I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. I have never met any being, you see. I have met being, but I have never met any being. Is it a really serious question or?
It's really serious. I'm trying to understand what is a deity. Because we are not...
Heavenly being.
Joshua.
No, okay. In Tibetan deity is now we have a term which is called Idam. Idam. Idam, okay. Idam. Idam, okay. Yi is mind. Main mind is we. Tham means to maintain. To maintain, okay. To maintain. Why? Because if we receive empowerment, and then we have to go into our main mind, and emptiness of the main mind, okay, emptiness of the main mind, and this mind and the emptiness of the mind, slowly we change this into Idam. There's nothing which is coming from the outside, okay. Idam has a father, mother, and there is coming from not like this, okay.
It's a quality of our mind?
Not our mind, no. Not now, you see. Our mind has a potential. Our mind, okay, our current mind has a potential to be deity. That much I can say.
Higher
Okay.
being?
Supreme. You don't want to be a part of him.
Huh?
I want to be a part of him.
Not part of him, but you, if you really want to be him, it's okay, possible. Not part of him, not hand or.
No, I mean a little bit of his power.
If you receive empowerment of Avalokiteshvara, and then you can dissolve your own normal appearance and dissolve in the emptiness, and then you can appear yourself in the form of Avalokiteshvara. If you go on practicing this, you will become Avalokiteshvara, you see. Your deity as well as Avalokiteshvara. You yourself will become Avalokiteshvara. So therefore, idam, is the main mind. Main mind can be changed into what you say deity. Okay. Do I make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like we have a Buddha nature, we also have
Buddha nature, yes.
It's the same. So
Okay. Of course, we need more explanation when it comes to idam. Buddha nature is, we will only explain that our mind has the potential to become Buddha. Why? But mind itself is pure.
yeah.
Mind itself is pure. All the destructive emotion and the bad karma imprint on the mind make the mind contaminated. If we remove these dirty things by practicing compassion and bodhicitta and wisdom, and then this mind becomes totally pure. And that pure mind is called as Buddha. Okay? Pure mind. So this is continuation of your mind. Continuation of mind. Okay? But we don't have to dissolve and then appear like this is tantric thing. Okay? But actually, I think tantric thing has to be the ultimate answer. Yeah.
What I need to do all of this?
Huh?
All what we talked in this course,
Yeah.
well, I need to do it.
Develop compassion, bodhicitta?
No, everything, all
Yeah.
what we do. In
Yeah.
Sangha, how we say, in Sangha,
Dharma
in Dharma,
and
and
Buddha.
Buddha Dharma Sangha?
yeah, if that's where the place that they need to do it.
You can do anywhere, you see. That's the practice what I explained to you, and you can do at your home also. And you can do together with the Sangha community also. And you can do when you are traveling, when you are eating, you can do practice anywhere, as I explained today. Yeah. You don't need to go somewhere. Okay? Don't do this, okay? You say, oh, this is very bad place, this is so noisy, so I wanted to go to a quiet place. If you go to a quiet place, oh, this is so quiet, I feel so lonely and I have to go down. This is a disease. Just feel that I wanted to do the practice. Wherever is possible, wherever is. I've been talking quite a lot. My friends in Dharamsala, Western friends in Dharamsala. Now Dharamsala is so busy and it's so overcrowded, so many cars, so many buildings are coming up, and so many trees are knocking down, and now I'm very fed up with the Dharamsala. Then where you will go? If I say, oh, you go there in the mountain, no, this is so isolated. Then everyone has to stay in the middle. If everyone comes, too crowded. Where can we find? You see, you have to train your mind. You have to train your mind. You will be able to stay in a crowded place. You will be able to stay in a lonely planet. Wherever, okay. Just train your mind. As Shanti, there was an explanation, I think you all know. Sadin tamche koyo to tini koyo kalala. Hamdi tamche koyo and sadin tamche yokdan sung. Means protecting your feet. If you have to cover a whole hill having a lot of thorns, we will not find leather. Instead, if you wear a very nice proper shoe, that is enough. So if you train your mind, that is enough. If you change your house, there, rent this house, oh, this is today, I'm so happy for a few days. Oh, last night I heard a very bad noise, but again arises. Until your mind is not trained, always there's a problem. Even you stay in the best. Some people I know, they stay in a very good house, very quiet, all the facility, still in depression. Still in depression, and have to go to another hospital. Train your mind, okay, train your mind. Contentment. Huh? So, any more questions? I'm becoming more loud. Oh. So, yes.
How do you bring about change? Like you said, for example, environmental.
Yeah.
When it can cause a lot of disharmony in a certain place.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, like it's hard for them to change habits and to stop harming the environment. If you come and you start arousing this, you cause a lot of disharmony. So I'm wondering, how do you do it in a way that's harmonious?
Mm-hmm. I think one of the practical experience I had and I met, there was some animal activist, and they really wanted to save animal, but they're very angry with the human being.
Because animals are more important now.
You can become very judgmental.
No, this is how everything's happening. You see, everything's happening, and so I think I told this story to some of my friends. Okay, and then the friend said, we had private meetings. I hate. Okay, he knows that I'm eating meat. I hate those people who are eating meat. Okay. Then I checked, he's wearing leather shoe, very expensive leather shoe. And I said, not jokingly, seriously I said, I also hate those people who are wearing leather shoes. And she checked. She checked, and then she didn't say much, okay. And then I said, now I think we better to be friends. I eat meat, you wear leather shoe. So we are making the same mistake. You can't take leather without killing, you see. A live animal, take part of leather, it's not possible, you see. So, well, now we are making the same mistake, but we better to be friends and we better to do something good for the animal. And then we become friends, okay? But just recently, she sent $500 for the animal organization in Nepal, which we started, okay? It is quite young, from the 12th of February. And then I know that she loved to save animals. And I wrote, and didn't answer. And I wrote again, she didn't answer. Then I wrote again. Now I wrote many animals, we find many animals in the computer. So I took many animals. And dear friend, we all the animals appealing to you to send some money for us. And then at the end I said, Pema Dorjee. And she said $500 as a contribution. I think she will do more contribution. Yeah. We go extreme, okay, we go really extreme. Buddhism is very, very, always trying to maintain in the middle way. And there was some faith which always said we have to stay very poor and we have to try to wear no clothes, we eat very, very bad food, and this is the main practice. And Buddha said, why? Why we have to wear very poor clothes? Why we have to wear very bad food and then